Found a place on the way. They, dead Khajiit out here. Song of Uncle Sweetshare. Hee ha ho, to the workshop he will go. You have gained knowledge. I didn't read it. My uncle's candy is so sweet. It's such a yummy winter's treat. When the sugar is warmed by the pale hearth light, the happiness spreads throughout the night. Hee ha ho, to the workshop he will go. Uncle Sweetshare is coming near to spread his candy and his cheer. It's better than trinkets, games, or toys, so say all the little girls and boys. Hee ha ho, to the workshop he will go. Candy, candy, he makes so much. Uncle Sweetshare has a magic touch. So it's back to the workshop in the snow, with lovely lanterns all aglow. Hee ha ho, hee ha ha ho. And she's carrying moon sugar. Is this drugs? Is this really about drugs?
Candy, candy, he makes so much. Uncle Sweetshare has a magic touch. So it's back to the workshop in the snow, with lovely lanterns all aglow. Hee hee ha ho, hee ha ha ho.
Okay. So we good, brother? Hee hee ha ha, can it be a visitor in my workshop? How can I help you, sweet Gregnerson? I have candy treats to spare if you come in search of happiness. Candy treats? My candy treats are tasty, they are, and filled with special sugar and love. Wait, you fill the candy with drugs? These are like Skittles with cocaine? They bring happiness. Happiness to everyone on Solstheim. That's what I do, you see. I give out my special sugary treats and spread happiness throughout the land. It's difficult work, but also very rewarding. Minashi certainly thought so. Ah, Minashi, dear lad. What happened to Minashi? Minashi was my assistant. He helped me make my candy. He so loved his sugar, Minashi did. Loved a little too much, I'm afraid. He died, you see. His, sweet tooth got the better of him. I buried him just outside. We had a lovely little ceremony. The Horkers came and sang for him, they did. Hee hee hee. Ha 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 ha. The Horkers. Okay. Okay, I can't help but notice that there's no candy here. It's only moon sugar. There's only moon sugar in here. I'm gonna leave. Okay. Back to the running. Place is fucking wild. Name a more iconic duo than long stretches of silence broken by that damage sound effect. Excuse me, pardon me. You! Gregnerson, I've had some time to rest and am ready to grant you your reward. As a sea captain, I discovered many hidden places, one of which is an ancient barrow called Gildenholm. It lies on a small island off the northeast coast of Solstheim. Not too far from here, actually. The barrow is loaded with riches, and I want you to have it all. Take this key, the door is heavily locked. Oh, and I'll mark the dungeon on your map. I must get back to sleep. Thanks again.
Okay. Look, don't tell me about your problems.
Off we go.
You like to walk a fine line, don't you?
I like to dance close to the fire. Alright, let's hop, skip, and jump over to that island. I know it very much dates this video for me to say it, but I watched the the Starfield trailer that they put out, where Todd Howard said many, many fantastical little lies, many such sweet little lies that he does. And it got me a little excited for it. They don't generally make awful games. They just kind of make really silly ones that are way too wide and not deep enough. I'm hoping that this Starfield game that they're gonna make. Wow, yeah, no, there's some good stuff in here. Yeah. This place is filled with some goodies. It's close to the fire, don't I? How much did the diamond even go for? I like the idea of them making, wow, it's just a bunch of gold all over the floor. I like the idea of them making a world trotting adventure. I'll take the glass frost sword, and the ebony sword. Those will look nice stacked up somewhere. It's just that so often they make games where the choices really don't matter. Like, even here, like, there's only one way to do any of these missions. I'm just kind of going through them and watching where they lead. I think they'd probably do really well if they decided to just make a much tighter experience where you're not really deciding on anything. Like, maybe even getting rid of the dialogue systems that they have in their games. And just having it be a much tighter, much more focused narrative that they put all of their efforts into. Instead of having constant situations where it's just, yes, sarcastic, yes, no, but it actually is yes. And then the evil option. There was a lot of stuff in here. Glass helmet just looks cool, so I'll grab that too. This guy was right. This place was deliciously filled. Alrighty. Sick. Absolutely tight. That was definitely some odd 1,000 gold there. Some more potions. Some 6 swords. Even if the ebony sword is just normal. Glass helmet just looks cool. It's tight, but it's not as tight as this. Well, I'm actually kind of at a loss as to what else to do on Solstheim. Because the Skull don't want to talk to me. I couldn't get into the castle. I'm done with everything at Fort Frostmoth. With Falco. Because he says that I don't have any more assignments to have from him. So the only thing I could think is maybe I'm supposed to find... this thing? There's been unsuccessful searching for the entrance to Sovngarde, the mythical fortress where valiant Nords may live forever. He feels he has failed in his quest and will be forever in my debt if I find the entrance myself. Sovngarde. Oh, shit. I was supposed to buy that stupid book from that guy, wasn't I? Okay, before I forget, I should run back to Thirsk and buy the book. Is Sovngarde that massive castle? No, it's called Castle Karstag, and I don't think that idiot wouldn't have been able to find it. Well, I know what Sovngarde is. I know what it is. You yeet yourself into it in Skyrim. So it's not here. But, like... is that quest just never going to be completed? I can't imagine that's the case. Okay, I'll buy your stupid book. The Nords believe that the god Shor constructed a magnificent fortress where valiant Nord soul warriors may live forever. Feasting, fighting, basically doing everything Nords like to do. The trick is finding the way in. According to legend, the entrance to Sovngarde is hidden. Only those who take up the search may ever find the way in. But according to my research, which I've chronicled in a new book, The way into Sovngarde isn't quite what they thought. Okay. Where is it? Your stupid book. There it is. Thank you. Read it. Journal's been updated. I'll read this. Well, no. Before I attempt to write a check that I can't cash. Okay, it's 2 pages. Or it's 2 screens worth. Sovngarde. A Re-Examination by Beredite Jastel. Death. It is something we all face. Or do we? Just ask the nearest Nord what he thinks of the end of life, and you'll likely be treated to a horrific story of blood, bone, and viscera, of courageous deeds and heartbreaking sorrow. Carnage notwithstanding, there may even be more to death than the average Nord warrior realizes. New evidence suggests a life beyond the battlefield, where a valiant Nord may live forever, drowning need and engaging in contests of strength and skill. But in order to fully understand the possibility of a Nord's eternal life after death, one must first re-examine the legends surrounding that most wondrous of warriors' retreats, Sovngarde. According to the ancient writings and oral traditions of the Nords, going back as far as the late Merithic era, there exists a place so magnificent, so honored, that the entrance lies hidden from view. Sovngarde, it is called, built by the god Shor to honor those Nords who have proven their mettle in war. Within this hall of valor, time as we know it has no meaning. The concepts of life and death are left on the doorstep, and those within exist in a sort of self-contained euphoria, free of pain, suffering, and the worst malady a Nord could suffer, boredom. But just how well hidden the entrance to Sovngarde is has been a matter of much scholarly debate, and there are those who believe Shor's Great Hall is just a myth, but there are no actual accounts from Nords who have experienced the wonders of Sovngarde, then returned to tell the tale. Not that this has stopped anyone from looking. Some Nords spend a lifetime searching for the mysterious hidden entrance to Sovngarde. Most return home sad and broken, their hearts heavy with failure. They'll never know the pleasure of a mead flagon that never empties, or a wrestling tournament without end. What, some may ask, does the entrance to Sovngarde have to do with death? Everything, according to a series of ancient parchments recently discovered in the attic of a deceased Nord's home in Cyrodiil. What at first seemed to be a series of love letters was later found to be a correspondence between one Felga Fourfingers, a medium of some note, and the ghost of a Nord warrior named Rolf the Large. According to the parchments, Rolf had spent his entire life searching for the entrance to Sovngarde without success. He was returning home to his village of Skyrim. His village of Skyrim? The way that's written implies that the name of the village is Skyrim. Maybe it means village in Skyrim? That would make way more sense. When he was waylaid by a band of giants, Rolf fought bravely but was quickly killed, and the giants proceeded to play catch with his head. Amazingly, all of this was seen by Rolf in ghostly form as he drifted away from the scene, soaring upwards into the heavens, where he finally arrived in the magnificent hall of Sovngarde. Rolf could not believe his good fortune and his foolishness for not having realized the truth so many years before. For death was the entrance to Sovngarde, so he was told by Shor himself, who greeted Rolf the Large as a brother, and personally handed him a leg of roast mutton and the hand of a comely wench. Sovngarde, Shor told him, can be entered by any Nord who dies valiantly in honorable combat. It is time for Nords to learn the truth. Eternal life can be theirs, without the need to spend an entire mortal life in vain pursuit of something completely unattainable. In the end, all valiant Nords can enter Sovngarde. Dismemberment, decapitation, or evisceration seems a small price to pay for the chance to spend an eternity in Shor's wondrous halls. Is this motherfucker trying to tell through book that they should all unalive themselves to get to Sovngarde? I don't feel like something you're supposed to be publishing. Inglorious combat, but still, it's funny. The book contains new theories on the god Shor's mythical Hall of Valor. Of particular interest is the suggestion that the entrance to Sovngarde doesn't actually exist in the physical world. All a Nord has to do to enter Sovngarde is to die in honorable combat. I should get this book back to Ulfgar the Unending. He'll be very interested in it. Question, where is Ulfgar the Unending? Oh, where is that fucker? Oh, south and west. Alright, time to hip skippity jump. Almost there. Almost there. You see, in Skyrim, the Nords all know that you go to Sovngarde through death. So it's kind of surprising that these fuckers don't. Welcome back. Actually, Ulfgar, I came upon this book. It's called Sovngarde, a Re-Examination, and seems to offer new theories on how one may enter Sovngarde. I think it may have the answers you seek. New theories, you say? Let me see this book you speak of. Could this be? Is it possible the entrance to Sovngarde lay right before me all along? It makes so much sense. Grugnerson, you've done it. You found the way to Sovngarde. All I need to do is die valiantly in combat. But how? You know, you, Grugnerson, you must help me. You must defeat me in armed combat and send my soul to Sovngarde. Tell me, will you honor me with a fight to the death? I mean, like, sure, I guess. Like, the dude doesn't want to be alive. He's been here for like 500 years, just kind of in a cave, being sad about his bros that got turned to stone. I am sorry. Fourth? Top 4, hell yeah. You honor me with this decision. Songs will be written of our glorious battle. It is true that in my heart I wish to be defeated, so that I may enter Sovngarde. But know this, Grugnerson, I will fight and fight valiantly, as I have all my life. You will probably die by my hand. I will grant no quarter, no mercy, and I expect no less from you. Go now, prepare for battle. When you are ready, speak with me again, and then we shall engage in armed combat. Here, let me drink my, no fatigue juice. Let me do a little quickie save. Speak to you again. I've been waiting for you, Grugnerson. The hour of battle is upon us. I hope you are well prepared to engage such a worthy foe as myself. I have roamed the land for 500 years, leaving death in my wake. And although I have been brought to the brink of death on more than one occasion, still I live. It is my hope, Grugnerson, that you are my match, and will send my soul racing to Sovngarde. Now we test our mettle. To arms! To arms!
You will die where you stand.
Oh my god, he is on the floor. The mace is doing such good work. Are you gonna hit me at some point, or... Ooh, you got a little shocky sword. You got a little shock... Oh! Oh, fuck. I accidentally clicked through the dialogue. I killed Ulfgar. With his dying breath, he thanked me for granting him entrance to Sovngarde. Ulfgar also said he'd try to reach out to me from the afterlife and leave some kind of reward at Brodir Grove. 500 years. You couldn't beat this. How could you? How could you kill a god? What's that 6th sword? Stormfang. Dang. I feel like I found a Stormfang before. Well, wasn't there some shit in his cave? I'm gonna check out the rest of his cave. I'm gonna jump past the Reiklings because they are inconsequential. Wait, no, I've totally been down here, didn't I? You like go down here and then there's a locked chest. Yeah, nothing else. Oh well. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, you're weird. Huh. I wonder how I get in that castle, though. And I wonder how you're supposed to make contact with the skull. Back to Brodir Grove. Yo! Grugnerson, you did it! By helping me die valiantly, you showed my soul the way to Sovngarde. My friends, Hunror, Irlander, and Nicholas have been waiting for me. I told them of your willingness to help me and recounted our glorious battle. The one where you hit me once? You probably shouldn't have told them about that. The four of us wish to give you a reward fitting of such a warrior, so we give you a piece of ourselves. Lay your hands on a stone, and you will receive that warrior's greatest attribute. Now farewell, my friend. Sovereign God awaits. Goodbye. Resisted magic? What the fuck? Wait. I didn't want to resist magic. Does it do like frost damage to you when he leaves? You've been granted the gift of Nicholas's personality. 10. You've been granted the gift of Erlinder's speed. So 10. You've been granted the gift of Ulfgar's strength. And of Hunror's agility. I wonder if those are permanent. Plus 10 to all the really good attributes. Well, with the music swelling, having received such amazing buffs from some dumbasses who got themselves put in stone, like who does that? I'm gonna call it here. I would like to know how I'm supposed to do these bits. I wonder. Let's do a new save. Brugnerson. Yeah, that's a good one.